You ever think about how many incredible, game-changing ideas are just trapped, sitting on a hard drive somewhere, waiting to be shared? Well, if you're a leader, an expert with decades of wisdom you want to get out into the world, then you're in the right place. This one's for you. So let's start in a place that might feel a little too familiar for some of us. It's called the graveyard of ideas. And no, it's not some spooky cemetery. It's that folder on your computer where brilliant work goes to be forgotten. I mean, seriously, how perfect is this quote? That file name, book_final draft V3. We've all been there, right? It just screams ambition and effort, but also that frustrating paralysis that happens right before the finish line. Turns out, this problem is so common, it even has a name. And that's really what we're talking about here. This isn't just a manuscript collecting a little digital dust. The source we're looking at calls it the $1,000,000 dilemma. And that's because the value that's being lost, it isn't just a book. It's years of priceless experience and leadership lessons that could be shaping our future. So you have to ask, why does this keep happening? Why do so many brilliant ideas end up in this graveyard? Well, the answer really lies in the traditional publishing world, which can often feel less like an open door and more like, well, a trap. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. You're basically stuck with two really bad options. On one side, you've got the sharks. These are the vanity publishers. They'll take a huge chunk of your money with all these predatory promises and then deliver a low-quality product you'd be embarrassed to share. Then on the other side, you've got the dinosaurs, the big traditional publishing houses. They're so slow and bureaucratic that your timely, relevant ideas might not see the light of day for 18 months or even longer. By then, your content is already dated. Okay, so when you're faced with those two choices, it's pretty easy to see why so many people just give up and get stuck. But what if there's a third way, a completely different way of thinking about this whole process? And this right here is the core idea. It's a total mindset shift. The goal isn't just to get published someday. The goal is to get your important ideas into the hands of the people who need them while they still matter. It's all about choosing speed, agility, and control, instead of just waiting around for some gatekeeper to give you permission. This quote from the author himself really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? A book isn't just an object to sit on a shelf. It's a tool. And tools are meant to be used now, not 2 or 3 years from now. That sense of urgency is what drives this whole new model. Look, a great philosophy is one thing, but how do you actually make it happen? How do you put it into practice? Turns out there's a simple but really powerful 3-step playbook. So here it is. It's an agile model, and it's broken down into 3 super clear, manageable steps: platform, polish, and print. Let's dig into what each of these actually means. Okay, step 1 is all about seizing control. Instead of begging and pitching and waiting, you use a platform like Amazon KDP. Just that one move gets rid of the gatekeepers. Suddenly, you're in the driver's seat. You control the pricing, you control the launch date, and you can reach a global audience, like, instantly. Now for step 2, polish. And honestly, this might be the hardest part for a lot of us. Taking control doesn't mean you have to do everything by yourself. Actually, it means the exact opposite. It means knowing where you need world-class help. And that starts with a great editor. I absolutely love this metaphor. As the author, you're so focused on the individual words, the sentences, the particles. You're just too close to it. A great editor comes in and sees the big picture, the flow, the structure, the reader's journey. They see the wave. You absolutely need that ruthless, outside perspective to make your book truly amazing. And finally, we get to step 3, print. And this isn't an either-or choice. The hybrid model is so smart because it gives you the best of both worlds. You use KDP for that massive print-on-demand global scale, but you also partner with a trusted printer to create those beautiful, high-quality physical copies that you can hand out to your network. So that's the model. But the big question is, does this agile 3-step plan, actually work? Well, let's take a look at the results from the author who used this for his own launch. And the proof is right here in the numbers. On launch day, with 0 traditional marketing machine behind it, the book hit number 115 in its category on Amazon, just organically. That is a seriously powerful result, and it shows that the market was hungry for these ideas right away. But this slide, this is what really drives home the biggest advantage of all: speed. Using the velocity model, this book is in people's hands today. With a traditional publisher, that same launch might not have even happened until 2027. Just think about all the impact, all the change that would be lost in all that waiting. So, all of this leads us to one final, really fundamental shift in how we think about this whole project. It's about changing how you, as a leader, see the very thing you're trying to create. And here it is. This is probably the most important mindset shift of all. Your experience, that's the core asset. The book, that's the product that delivers the asset. So it's time to stop thinking like a writer waiting for a muse and start acting like a founder launching a world-changing product. And that's really the secret sauce, right there. You just apply the same principles you use to run your business to your book. Make it agile, keep it lean, and stay in control. That's a language every single leader already understands. So I guess the only question left is the one you see right here. The old barriers are gone, the playbook is clear, and the world is waiting for your wisdom. So when are you going to publish yours? Don't let it die on a hard drive.